I understand Tracy Innes is now online.
He is.
So, Tracy, can you...
Hi guys, how you going?
Good. Okay, Tracy.
So I haven't prepared anything obviously as eloquent as what just went on then, but I just wanted to take my opportunity really to address you all now, and I know that most of you have seen my letter that I sent out, and I know Catherine and I have talked at a meeting previously about all these issues. My real concerns with this, I don't necessarily have any problem with competition in town and around, but the fact of the matter is there's about 9 of us within a 5 kilometre radius of the new gym that would be going in. When we originally talked about the gym and expressed our concerns, I don't know, probably 12, 18 months ago when this first come out, the point of the matter was that it had to be in there to help offset the costs that would be incurred through the rest of the centre, and they felt that that was the best way for council to get some sort of profit in through there to be able to help out with those escalating costs. I understand and I get where you are all going. Do I think there would have been something better in there? Yes, of course. But the point of the matter is when the fees come out to be, you know, well, we're one of the cheaper gyms and they're going to undercut our basic pricing by $10 a week. And then most of the others are around the $45 a week and upwards. So there's a massive discrepancy in there from a normal membership in Bateman's Bay to the rest of it. So my concern is there, I think, if you can at least look at that, there's a lot of staff. I mean, I've got 28 here. Well, at the moment I've got 0. But, sorry, I've just lost you. But at this stage, I just would urge council to at least put some sort of competitive pricing, particularly for the smaller ones. You know, we're going to be pretty much it'll be a direct doppelganger of my gym. We're looking at 1,000 squares and 50 classes and relevant to him. So I think an idea of what sort of pricing you need to have in place to ensure that your business at least pays wages is along my pricing. We've been here as a gym for well over 40 years now. So I think it's a fairly good indication of longevity and what's required to be able to establish that business, particularly if you want to look at return on your investment. I worry for the other smaller gyms. I'm lucky enough, I've been here long enough that I don't have a massive overload. So my thoughts to you is just if you can consider that, and then a lot of people are employed through us that are just going to lose livelihoods and possibly houses and everything else if they've got a lot of money involved. So, okay.
Councillor Pollock, you're on.
Okay. Thanks, Trace. Is there questions from councillors?
Councillor Main has a question.
Councillor Main.
Thanks, Jim. Through you, Deputy Mayor. Thanks, Ms. Innes, for your presentation. Thanks for your insight from a small business perspective. I'm just wondering, to alleviate, you've talked about potentially a meeting, or maybe it was a previous speaker, but the potential for a further meeting. Is there potential for a sunset clause here to enable the council gym to stand up to meet with you guys to work out price? I know there's probably some fair trading committee I've got to take guidance on, but to at least allow an equal footing for a 12 to 24 month period to then see how the market plays out. Would that be some way to try to overcome something like this?
Look, I'm happy to chat at any time. And as I said to you, you know, we're probably the cheaper gym because we're a full service gym. We, you know, we're trying to really cater for a little bit of everything. Some of the specialised gyms, as I said, they're double my pricing and they try for a niche market. I mean, I know the layout of these new gyms and the way they go in, and they're pretty much replicating a little bit of everything. I'm happy to talk. I don't know what the answer is for you guys, and I realise the difficult position you're in, but from the last 2 years, like I reopened yesterday and what a nightmare. I've probably cancelled 250 people in the last, you know, day and a half just because of the government regulations on. So every time you cancel some people, as some of you that have been in towards this industry know, you know, you cancel 10 and you like one. So there's going to be a lot of the gym owners that are very close right now, and between us, we hire a lot of people.
Councillor
Okay.
Pollock, Councillor Nathan has a question.
Thank you.
Right. Maureen?
Thank you. Tracy, thank you for your insights there. And you actually did touch on the issue that I wanted to raise, which was how the whole COVID transition is going to play out. If you could comment a bit further than the initial comments you made.
Well, basically for us, initially, number one is the staffing restrictions are on there. And whilst the Shires, particularly in the good books, I'm assuming with the state government, we're right over 95%. There's still an element there, and particularly in the health industry, that they don't believe in putting foreign bodies into their body. You know, they're all about eating healthy. And personally, I like to go to the gym so I can eat chocolate. But, you know, there's a lot of another area of that where people believe in holistic health as opposed to those. So there's issues there with staffing and being able to maintain that in the start of. The second issue that really come in with this last reopening is we've had to have masks within the gym. Well, I've cancelled probably 100 people that have turned around and said, when we can take our mask off, we'll come back. There's the other issue that you've got a certain percentage that aren't vaccinated coming in with it. And then also within your gym, we've gone to a 4 square metre rule. Well, as most of you know, in a gym, you're pretty well limited for space. So we've actually done it in the last 8 weeks, actually ripped out a couple of walls and renovated again to try and space stuff out, because we don't think this is something that's going to change. So suddenly you can't put the people into your facility that you once could, where a group fitness class was something that was a profitable experience. You've gone from putting 30 people into a class to a max of 15 or 20, depending on your space. So then your costs all escalate. You know, like even in the brief I saw about the new gym that's coming in, I think for the year they talked about $5,000 on music costs. Well, my APRA cost is something like $4,500 a year. That's without the classes. My group fitness class cost me $1,800 a month for license. Not actually paying for the group fitness instructor either. So, you know, there's a couple of indiscrepancies there that just aren't true.
Okay, thank you. Are there any more questions?
It would appear not, Councillor Pollock.
Okay. Thanks, Trace.
No worries. Thank you.